because they are essentially a parasite. Like flood spores on planets and shit like that. Like the flood start off
this
as
is
spores.
when you were saying the Sentinels start becoming a serious pain in the
Yeah,
ass.
they become annoying. Yes.
Yep.
And so let me guess, now you need to fight your way all the way back to the start while dealing with Sentinels as well.
Not through the library, but we have to deal
The
with
concept's the
Sentinels
same. We need to
Yes.
get out dealing with Sentinels and the Flood
now. Just
and the
use a
Covenant.
charge attack and get in
Yeah,
with
the charge
fucking...
attack's a hell of a lot harder to hit.
He says as it fucking works a charm. Yes. Good thing about Halo 2 is, I'm pretty sure in Halo 2, you get to
didn't
use
have
the
this.
Sentinel
Monitor,
lasers.
activate Halo. We have to stop him. We have to destroy Halo.
Yeah, Halo 2, you get the Sentinel lasers.
According to my analysis of the event,
Oh, goody.
I believe the best course
You got a
of
shotgun?
action is
Oh,
not to risk
goody. Just
explosion of
roll
sufficient
slide past.
will help destabilize
Don't fight them. Let them suffer.
That's why I'm getting the fuck out of here. If my shield wants to... Can I close the door behind me?
Nope.
Starship's fusion reactor.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, he's dead. You got a shotgun and grenade, remember?
I'm going to search what's left of the Covenant
Can I-
BattleNet and see if I can locate.
Yeah,
Door open.
it's one of the most retarded systems because if you've got a system that can wipe out all sentient life within 25,000 light years, why can't you have a system that can wipe specifically the Flood out?
Or even more than that, like, you know the Flood was contained on the
fuck off.
Halo, and now it's gone out onto the Halo. So just destroy everything on the Halo? Like,
No, because the Flood can get off Halo.
Remember that if the Flood eats a pilot, they now know how to fly shit.
Yeah,
that's fair.
like their hive mind is like super strong. It's like, hey, if we, like for example, if the fucking
I'm getting out of here.
Flood, if the Flood, or
Nice.
if the Flood
Fucking needlers.
eat the guy who drives the fucking Pillar of Autumn, they now know how to fly an interspace ship out of there and then just infect other planets. And then it just keeps going. It's like a fucking snowball effect.
All right, second question. Why didn't they decide to use some kind of fucking airlock? They're like, you leave the Covenant in a cage and then, you know, maybe have a backup system in case the first one fails?
Because this was the Forerunners. The Forerunners didn't really anticipate that the Covenant would just go, oh, fucking the Halos are now a religious symbol, etc., etc., and just fucking raid them and wreck everything.
But
and
regardless, having a failsafe is a good idea.
They did have a failsafe. They had
Yes.
tons of failsafes, but the Covenant did not care. Like
Yeah,
as
the Covenant destroyed
343
all the-
Guilty Spark said, they displayed the most blatant lack of interest for containment procedure.
yeah.
So they just went, oh, there's another door here? Fuck it, open it. There's another
Not
door
just
here?
that, but
Fuck it,
all
open it.
can, like they.
That seems
Like,
even
it-
weirder. The Halo is a very important religious artifact. Let's fucking destroy it. Fuck
Well,
it.
it's not let's just destroy it. They know what Halo does, but
Yeah.
they have a completely different
don't
idea
know,
of
they
how
know
it
what
works.
Halo does, and they don't know what Halo does. They think
What
that
do they think it
activating
does?
the ring will propel a divine wind amongst the stars and propel them to the path of salvation. They
Yeah.
don't know that it's a giant fucking laser beam that will annihilate them on contact.
Yeah. They think they basically they were going to use Halos to take them to the Valhalla, shiny Valhalla. And
I mean, it would.
That's it.
But
It would, but not what they think.
Yeah.
And
yeah, but
some
if they
of the,
die thinking that, then it doesn't matter.
oh yeah, it doesn't matter because, but we know that's not what it is. We want to
Yes.
live, and we don't want to die because the Covenant want to go to shiny Valhalla. Oh. But yeah, it's fucking Covenant. I've messed everything up, and it's just
Does that actually work in Halo 1? No,
No.
it doesn't. You can't EMP vehicles in Halo 1.
yeah. I do like that introduction what they did in Halo 2, or you're so dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Halo 2, if you charge up those plasma pistols and shoot a vehicle, it just EMPs. I've got to shut down, but yeah, it just EMPs the vehicle and stops in its tracks.
Whether,
Where in
that
this
a
one
rocket
here, it
launcher?
just
That's
doesn't do
rocket
jack
launchers.
shit.
That's rocket launch.
Yep, I see
yeah,
him. I see
well,
him.
in this one,
Rocket
it's
launchers in health.
you better hope you've got a rocket launcher, otherwise you're not dealing with vehicles.
Yeah, that's literally it.
Remember, this game was made like 2001.
Yeah. And their version of difficulty is just throw bigger enemies.
Bigger
Also,
enemies.
there's no lock-on with a rocket launcher.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
I
expected.
said Halo 2.
Aim.
Halo 2, I think, is like the pinnacle of the series. I like Halo 2 over Halo 3. I just hate Halo 2's ending.
What level
To
of
the
ending
point-
is it?
to
Is
the
it
point
is it
where
the
I
ending? Is it like as bad as I've heard Mass Effect 3's is, or
No.
No.
Okay.
No. It's not that bad.
I don't know how bad that is.
Oh,
I haven't played it. I plan to though, so don't spoiler me. I want to
I'm not going to
disappoint
spoil it.
myself.
I'm not going to spoil it. I'm surprised you haven't been spoiled already.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't
because-
someone say like the secret ending is now the normal ending because they patched that in or something like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Pre-patch. Which, the most stupidest shit was fans theory crafted a better ending to the series.
And then Halo 3, and then Mass Effect 3 came out, and
Well, no. This was after the Mass Effect 3, like, shit ending. So they theory crafted a better ending, which would make complete sense to you once you finish the series.
so basically like an ending that if they did a Halo 4, it would explain everything and
Kinda. It's basically like
properly close the.
there's puzzle pieces throughout the series in which fans put together and when this makes sense. This, as an ending, makes sense. And BioWare came out going, no comment, but here's the real ending, though. So your ending actually doesn't mean shit. Your fan theory ending doesn't mean shit, because here's the actual ending. Which is definitely not as like, ooh, like the fixed ending they have is still pretty piss poor, but it's better than what we got. The one thing I kind of understand is that Deus Ex.
Hey, don't spoil anything.
Oh, not spoiling anything.
I've managed to do a very good job of avoiding any spoilers for Mass Effect.
Did you know that
Amazingly.
Jesus Christ died in the Bible?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that he got resurrected so they could make a sequel.
Yeah, they did. Jesus Christ turned the other cheek just to open another can of whoop-ass.
Bible 2.
But was it? Is it Human Revolution, the first Deus Ex game they made recently by Eidos Montreal?
I have no idea.
There's
I think I've got the OG Deus
Human
Ex
Revolution.
somewhere.
Deus Ex Human Revolution has quite the similar ending to Mass Effect 3. In fact, it's almost identical, but not. Now, the issue with Mass Effect 3 and Human Revolution is that Mass Effect 3 ending was like the ending of an entire trilogy of choices.
Yeah, right.
Where Deus Ex was more of like a...
It's the ending of that game, and it's not even necessarily the end of the series, because you could follow on and get a more satisfying ending in the sequel.
Yes, whereas Mass Effect 3 was building up, like, this was meant to be
building up a whole
it.
trilogy to come out and then take a dump on everyone that
played. It's pretty fucking
played.
metal. Like, don't get me wrong, everything leading up to the ending is, like, metal as fuck. And it's, oh, fucking look at this acrobatic motherfucker. But everything leading up to the ending was, like, great. But then when the ending happened, it kind of just went, really? And as I said, like, fans like Fury crafted a much better explanation to the ending. So it's using the existing ending but building a better story off of it.
Right, from other pieces that they'd kind of put together from things that happened in the story.
From things that happened in the story. So it's basically made out that everything is explained in such a way as like, this ending wasn't pulled out of their asses. This actually, if this was the case...
This actually makes sense, and they're like, haha,
this is a good ending.
Joke's on you, it was pulled out of our ass. And like, wait, what?
And do you know why they pulled this ending out of their ass?
No.
Because when they wrote the ending to the game, that script got leaked. So they decided to change it. And this was the ending they came up with.
So this is sounding very much like a Game of Thrones TV show ending going, well, they guessed our ending, so we're going to subvert expectations and do this instead.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, but that's shit. Just
Yeah.
okay. He's
Okay.
See you later,
he
fucker.
just bailed.
He's fucking gone. He's
I
like,
must go now. My planet needs me.
What's that music video?
Shooting stars.
Yeah, it's just like that. But yeah, the ending for Mass Effect 3 got leaked. So instead of going, hey, let's just go with this ending, which makes complete sense. I haven't seen the ending, but I heard it's a million times better for what they fucking came up with. It's like, hey, instead of this, let's just subvert everyone's expectations and change the ending to... This ending was so bad, Gabe Newell cites it for why he's scared of making Half-Life 3. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, well, I do know he stated before that he plans on, like, he doesn't think he'll make it, or they'll make it, because there's no way it won't be disappointing. Like,
Stop
it's
resurrecting
physically
bodies,
impossible
please.
that they could make it as good as people want it to be.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like he saw the reaction of what happened with Mass Effect 3.
Oh shit!
Oh! And it was just straight up like, even it's like cites that's the reason why he's very scared on making Half-Life 3 is because of the reaction.
Doing Half-Life Alyx instead, like changing it up, I think was the right call.
Oh shit! No, no way!
Not making a direct Half-Life 3.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like,
Fuck off.
like there's still apparent talks within like Valve of making a Half-Life 3. But they just don't feel confident.
But
they just don't feel confident in...
Unless the entire company was confident that they had a banger, they're not going to do it.
Exactly. And the same thing with, like, it's what Half-Life has always done. So what Half-Life 1 was, like, an innovation in storytelling. Half-Life 2 was an innovation... Can you grab that? Oh, no! Oh, no, you can't. Wait, what's that music?
This is one of
I honestly
Halo's
thought it
many
was a
bangers.
Christmas Carol.
It's the battle
a Christmas Carol. But yeah,
Come
it
here,
was like with
motherfucker,
Half-Life-
you're fighting Santa.
Yeah, with Half-Life 2 in the episodes, was like the new Source engine with the physics reaction and all that sort of stuff, which was like blowing people's minds. And then with Half-Life Alyx, it's the extent of what they can do with VR and stuff like that. Like, they don't really make Half-Life as like a game in terms of like we want to make a game
Half-Life
of
is
profit.
both a game. Half-Life is both like a good game series, but it's a good game series because it's also kind of a proof of concept.
Yeah,
they're always using it to prove that they can do something new with this stuff.
It's for innovation.
But it also
Like,
means
they
they'll
don't-
only
they
do
don't-
it when they can do something that they can kind of prove is going to be.
Yeah. And so, like,
That
with Half-Life
effective.
Alyx, they did it because of the VR and pushing the Valve Index and stuff like that. Like, what they did with that is, like, a
let's breathe.
showcase of technology. And I highly doubt they're going to do anything with Half-Life 3 until they can find that next step.
On the note of innovation, how long would your... If you had to make a guess, how long do you think till we've got affordable, we've got VR headsets that they've come down and they're actually really affordable. I mean, the Oculus Quest 2 is cheaper than the new PS5 and Xbox, right?
Yeah, and it's significantly better.
So, my question is...
I wouldn't say significantly. I thought you meant, like, the
out of
PS5.
the guess,
Yeah, VR. Yeah.
At a guess, how long do you think it'll be before we have affordable full-body VR? Full-body tracking?
A while.
I would say somewhere along the lines of 5 to 10 years, as people are still trying to figure out, like, people have been trying to figure out how to do full-on, like running around in VR comfortably. Which they've made, like, pretty much like run-on-the-spot systems, but they pretty much hug your waist and stuff like that. Like, there isn't really anything...
And there's no elegant solution to that.
Yeah, there's no elegant solution at the moment. And the same thing with, like, full-body haptic feedbacks and, like, motion tracking. Like, people are still figuring that out today. But to come to full-body VR, I think would probably be he got slapped. I'd say, like, 5 to 10 years. Because... maybe even further, because it really comes down to the market of VR. Like, people aren't going to spend millions of dollars into marketing or to making these innovations in VR if like a small percentage of the
If
gaming
VR
audience
doesn't
only
really
uses it?
pick up.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree, but I also...
It's a chicken or the egg situation, whereas like you need people to come make good games for VR.
But you need
also-
good VR to make games with.
Yeah, well, it's like hey, we need people to come make good games for VR to sell the platform, but people need the platform to sell well before they invest into making games for VR to sell the platform. And that's the kind of issue I think there's in. It was like the chicken or the egg. It's like, hey, look,
I feel like the way they'd have to do it is, firstly,
Wrong way.
I think it'd need to be... Because realistically, I don't see people putting that investment in unless they're, you know, they need to have the financial and, well, the financial ability to do that kind of research.
Yeah.
Without much like return, I guess. Or
Yeah.
immediate return, at least.
because in the end of the day, it's a business.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like, but at the same time, if someone develops, whoever gets the license, like the patent for a working full body system, I think will do pretty well for themselves.
Well, a lot of people are doing the whole VR thing, but it's just not affordable right now. Like for
Yeah.
the VR hands, like they cost more than the Valve Index because the technology is just not there.